Shades on. Let me get the shades on. Let me get these shades on real quick, man. I know how I'm giving it up every week. Every week, just got the fresh twist and all that, man. Let me get the shades on, man. You know, ah, there we go. There we go. What's going on, y'all? Everybody up out there today. Everybody up out there. Got some things to get into today, man. We gonna get it popping, man. Get here, get this screen pulled up and all that good stuff, man. You know. Oh man, I wonder how everybody is doing. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful and blessed Saturday right now, man. We got some good football on TV right now. You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? Got some good football going on right now. All that good stuff, man. Welcome to the show. I hope that you like, subscribe, and you sharing with your friends and your family. Welcome up in here. Round of applause for you for making it up in here and coming and kick it with the ball, man. Yes. So, as y'all all know, I got to start giving it up by doing the copyright act, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I'm sorry. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's get it. Oh, I hope everybody out there having a good day, man. Hey, as am I, and I'm about to have a better day. Soon as I'm done with the show, finish up the game, and I think I'm gonna do something like a family movie night or something like that. You know what I mean? You dig? You gotta love those. It's anytime you want an excuse to watch a kid movie. It just says family movie night. You want to watch a kid movie, just family movie night. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? There'll be some good ones out. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. I just now watched the Mario Brothers. I just seen that one. Now it was a good one. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad. Actually, wasn't that bad. Good storyline to it and all that. What's up, man? Make sure that y'all like and y'all sharing the stream with everybody. Make sure everybody get up in here. I got a hell of a show today, man. So, welcome to the Fans Point of View podcast with none other your host, Truckin Chubbzy, the most unknown podcaster, diamond in the dirt, man. Up out here, you dig? Oh man, let's get it. So some things I'm thinking about when I'm driving. This week when I was driving, what was I thinking about? I thought about a lot, man. I thought about the way that nobody really cares about things that don't affect them personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all of us, yo. That's all of us. I don't care what color, religion, creed. It don't matter who you are, where you are. It's just a simple fact of the matter that you do not care if it does not affect you personally or somebody that's close to you. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that to an extent. I do. But however, the trucking industry is going down. A couple people was asking me about that, and I'm not going to be long on this topic, but a couple people asked me, is it good to go into trucking right now? And I'm like, absolutely not. And this was months ago. You know what I mean? I seen the change in this because a lot of the people, when the pandemic first hit, a lot of those people that were out of work and was getting a lot of the loans and so forth, some of them did good. They went to go buy a used truck and a trailer and went out there try to make some money. Shout out to them people, because they trying to make an honest living. However, trucking is kind of like the real estate game. It goes up, down, buyer market, seller's market, you know what I'm saying? And you have a shipper's market and you have the driver's market. and it fluctuates, and you have to know how to sustain. You got to take in account that you're going to be it's $400 a tire. You know what I'm saying? It's $400 for one tire. You know what I'm saying, on them damn things. The oil change might cost you $1,000 real quick. And long story short, a lot of those people come in not really knowing how to operate the business, undercutting the loads, taking the loads for very cheap because they just want to get them, you know what I'm saying, thinking that the company is going to go back to them, but they absolutely are, but at that same price. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. You could even use street knowledge rules if you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? If uh, you know seller A is going to sell me a box of cheese crackers for $2, and seller B is going to sell them to me for $1. You know what I mean? I'm going to go get the dollar. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, and I'm gonna keep going to get that dollar, and then he might only put 20 in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I kept going back. You understand what I'm saying now? If that makes sense, a little bit. But yeah, man, that's just what I thought about. So I'm done trucking, man. So for right now, and I take it as a blessing though, because now I get to focus on my family a lot, grab me a decent little local job, make more content. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, and hey man, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing in disguise. That's how I gotta take it. Maybe it's time for me to just move on to bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't take it as an L, because I could always go back trucking as long as I got my CDL. But that's just what I thought about this week, man. What not much, not much. That's just what I was thinking about, and I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick, man. So we gonna get up into these sports real quick, man. Oh, the Oklahoma at Kansas game. Did y'all see Kansas upset them Bulls? Kansas is 5-2. Their record, they let a couple games get away from them. Their record, and this is the thing about college football. Like I told y'all about consistency. If you've been following me, you really cannot call these games, man. You really can't. It was raining. Um, it was a ground and pound game, very physical game for both sides, running the ball, defense. All of Kansas touchdowns came from running the ball. You know what I mean? Uh, and in Oklahoma, man, they just let one slip, man. These schools that are undefeated, they go against these schools that are not ranked, and you have to remember that now. I believe they're bowl eligible now. You know what I'm saying? One more win, and Kansas would be bowling. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, but they just did not go in there and take care of business. You know what I'm saying? They had some fumbles because it was wet. They didn't play good ball. They played their best against Texas, and that's how they should have played every team thereafter. You know what I mean? It's hard to get that out of the semi-pro level of college. It really is. And I said that before because it is, man. It's very hard to get that same consistency out of these students. But there was one player who caught my eyes in that game, and it's from Kansas. And I want y'all to remember this name when I give it to y'all, man, because he's going to be a tight end to reckon with at the next level if he keeps playing the way he is right now. Mason Fairchild, number 89 for the Kansas Jayhawks. He only had 3 receptions for 62 yards. He averaged 20 yards per catch. He didn't have no touchdowns, but the thing that got me is the blocking, right? He blocked his ass off today. He blocked really good for that run game. He sealed real good blocks, and he was able to, catch some passes. And you're not getting that at the pro level. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people who can really block, you know what I mean? And George Kittle is one that could, you know what I mean? That's why San Francisco runs the ball effectively, because they have a tight end that can catch and block. But this Mason Fairchild dude is a beast. He may be the best tight end in college football right now. You definitely can make an argument to put him on your top five. No matter what order you're going to put the tight ends in right now in college football, you can make a very strong argument that Mason Fairchild will be in that top five by seeing him play. Look, don't take my word for it if you don't want to. It's just a fan's point of view. You know what I mean? Look at the film and then come back and tell me, oh, whether I was right or where I was wrong if you want to debate it. You know what I'm saying? And don't feel like y'all can't jump in the show because I will put the link up for the show and the chat. And matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now because I'm feeling froggy. So I'm gonna put the link to the show in the chat. Now you ain't gotta now look, if you're scared to get on cam, you ain't gonna cam up anyway. I'm only gonna put you on your audio on. You know what I'm saying? If you want to jump up in there and you want to jump in on a topic, because this is the way that your audio is on there. I had my brother on here last week. We had some audio issues. I don't know what it is. I really think it's the program that I'm running through that don't allow audio to go through, and it's to protect me because copyright is crazy. You can't play people's music in your videos, and when you do, you got to send a dispute in. You have to have receipts and so forth and so on. That's why I have the copyright disclaimer. I know I'm getting off topic, but that is what it's for, to protect me. Long story short, so you want to jump on, go ahead, man. I'll put your audio up on there. But yeah, man, that was a great game, and they pulled it off. And look, man, big ups to the Jayhawks, man. That was the upset of the day for me. For me. Now there was other games, but for me, that was the upset of the day, man. I'm like, whoa, 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 that's crazy. Wasn't there another? Oh yeah, there's a game where California is beating up USC right now, 28-17, y'all. That's crazy. It's crazy. Oregon at Utah. And when I made this slide, I really thought that Utah was going to give Oregon a better game than what they're giving them right now. Oregon is rocking their snot box, like the New Yorkers say. You know what I'm saying? Oregon is rocking their snot box. They they smashed them 35-6. Like, Oregon, man, they should have never let that game get away from them, man. But they did play the best team in the Pac-12. Washington is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. Washington is no joke. But Bo Nix, the 6-year senior quarterback at Oregon, is legit. And you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter how long it take you to develop, but he is so good. Like, he cannot stay another year. That'd be cheating because he makes it look so easy in college football. He really does, man. And they smashed Utah, and Utah is a physical football team. I can't believe I'm shocked with that one. I would be sitting here lying to y'all right now if I told y'all that Utah was at least going to cover the spread. I think they had the spread down to like a touchdown, but then it went down to like 3. But Utah being at home, I was not thinking. I thought they would at least cover, the model, the spread. You know what I mean? I really honestly did, but they didn't. Oregon went in there and they put in work, and that goes to show me and y'all, it should, that Oregon is a lot more physical than what we all think they were. And maybe had they, been at home when they played Washington, that they may have pulled that game off because they did let some plays get away from them. They were only one play away from winning that football game, and they made several mistakes in that game. If you watched it, you know what I mean. I know it has nothing to do with this game, but that's the only loss that Oregon had. Otherwise, Oregon would be one of these top 5 teams that we're talking about right now in college football. We would be putting up that argument. And Georgia just keeps showing us every week, man, that they're the best, period. They're just the best. That's just what it is with them. I didn't make a slide up for Georgia because I mean, really, I don't see nobody beating them. I really don't. I really don't see nobody beating Georgia. I know I don't. Okay, Ohio State at Wisconsin. Man, they are saying everybody is saying that Wisconsin may be able to pull off the dub at home today at 7:30. And I'm here to tell y'all right now. Right now, I'm here to tell y'all that I don't believe that. I just don't believe it. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Ohio State, man, and Ryan Day's team, man. Y'all got to remember they have the best, to me, the best college receiver in the game right now. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a beast, a dog, a gorilla, a lion in the jungle. He is him, Himothy. He is that dude. You hear me? I know y'all seen him balling. I know y'all seen Marvin Harrison Jr. balling on Ohio State. He is absolutely uncoverable. You cannot cover that man, and that's how you might have to throw the extra bulls on that, like cover a rubber bull like that. Like you can't cover that man. You just can't do it. I don't care. You can't do it. You can put him a basket around him. You could put a cover with 3, 4. It does not matter. You cannot cover Marvin Harrison Jr. And then when you do put a lot of focus on him, they're going to beat you in the other aspects of the game because they still can run the ball. They still got a tough defense. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, they're putting Michigan in their number one team right now, and I don't know. I think Ohio State. I think they might be the Big Ten's champ this year, man. You know, Penn State. You could argue Penn State too. If you wanted, if you said Penn State, I would listen to what you have to say about Penn State because you would, you know what I'm saying? You can drop some key points that can put Penn State there too, you know? I just think Penn State just didn't have enough games, you know, they didn't play enough good opponents, I should say, to be ready for Ohio State. Ohio State had been in some dog fights, you know what I'm saying, getting off the slow starts. And I think that's Penn State's problem. They let these teams hang around too long, and then they, you know, come out in the second half. But if you go against one of these, let's say like a Oregon or a Washington, you know what I'm saying, or Georgia, you can't play like that. You know what I mean? You cannot play like that with them schools because they're gonna score. You know, you can't. You got to come out fast and strong. You got to come in. You can't get it rolling in the second half. You know what I mean? But if I had to roll with a team, man, like I said already, I'm rolling with Ohio State. People saying that this is an upset alert. They're not ranking it high from like 1 to 10. I think they're putting it like out of 6. Some say 7, but me, I don't even think that it's going to be that close, man. I think they'll get them by like 14. That's what I think. That's just me. It's just me. Fans' point of view is just me from what I see from the eye test and from the work that they put in. That's what I think. All right. Keep it moving. We got the Colorado Buffaloes at UCLA today. It's going down. Man, is it about to go down. Make sure y'all liking and y'all sharing the stream, getting it to your friends and your family, man. They come up in here and kick it with the ball. All right, look. Colorado, y'all already know. I've been covering them ever since I've been doing it, man. I love the team. Everybody likes Deion Sanders. A quick little story about Deion Sanders, y'all. I've been loving Deion since I was a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? I was staying in Atlanta, Georgia with my dad. I was about 8, 9 years old or something like that. And I wanted the Nikes. I did the dance, eating dinner, walking around through school. Like, how many people got in trouble by the hall monitors from doing the Deion Sanders touchdown dance in the hallway? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to, you know, share some of my personality real quick before I get back into sports, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and he did wind up getting me them too. He got me the Brett Favre Nikes, and 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 the Deion Sanders, you know what I'm saying? He got me both of them. So I was super excited. I ain't need no other shoes. I wasn't worried about Jordans. I wanted the Deion Sanders Nikes. Like that's what I wanted. Like for real, man. They need to bring them back out. And well, I know they have, but they need to keep them out. You know what I'm saying? In different colors and all that. So today's game at 7:30, I think it's going to be a good game because Colorado always seems to get off to a slow start. I hope they do not come out against UCLA like that because UCLA will punch them in the mouth. UCLA, I know I say it a lot. I know I do, but the Pac 12 is, I'm starting to see the physicalness in the Pac 12. The more that I've watched them, I never really paid too much attention to the Pac 12 because I love the Georgia Bulldogs. You know what I'm saying? It'd be hard to tell by that show because you would think the Buffaloes are, but nah, I love the Georgia Bulldogs. You know what I'm saying? That's my squad, and it always has been before they was winning national championships, whatever, man. Anyway, um I always paid attention more to the SEC where my favorite team is. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like now that I've been paying more attention to the Pac 12, and it could be because they worked hard in the transfer portal to get a lot of players, I'm seeing the physicality of this conference. And I am definitely seeing that UCLA is the more physical team. And if they do pressure Shador and and give them no time to pass, they will win this game. If they provide pressure, they will beat Colorado. Colorado has to block, and that's it pretty much. If Colorado blocks, Shador is going to make it work. He is hands down the best quarterback in college football. And you can say that on a number. You can put rushing wise, he don't run the ball a lot, but he can scoot. Don't get it twisted. He can run. Y'all seen some of that in the Stanford game. I don't know why they went away from it, but they really didn't. They covered up a lot of holes. They took the running lanes away from him while they were blitzing from the outside, and they clogged up the running lanes, from this, so he couldn't escape. He had to go around. Anyhow, he is the best quarterback. Tom Brady is his mentor. Do not forget that, ladies and gentlemen. He got Tom Brady on speed dial. He be calling Tom Brady talking, just regular everyday stuff. I mean, they are but still, like not many people have that privilege to have the best quarterback of all time in their speed dial. And he plays like that. He plays like them a lot in ways. And that is the key today for them to win. He has to have good blocking, and everything else is just gonna fall into order because that team is good. They do have the talent there, and but UCLA, man, they're physical, and it's gonna be a dogfight today, man. It is. It's gonna be a good game, and I can't wait to watch it, man. I can't pick on this game, and I refuse to do that. All right. So the NBA talk, right? NBA talk, NBA talk, NBA talk. Yo, my brother called in last week, and like I said, we had some issues, but he was just saying that I asked him, was Damian Lillard being with the Milwaukee Bucks, was that a good thing with him being, with the Milwaukee Bucks? He was saying that, look, I think that he has not won anything. Now, this was my brother said, he has not won anything. You got to remember that. And just because he's going to the Bucks, that means that he's not used to winning, so he doesn't know what it takes to play that far into the playoffs. And I understood exactly what he meant by that. You know what I'm saying? And you can get the gist of that too. He's not used to going that far into the playoffs and the finals, and and have what it take to be a champion. But he does. He plays like it, and that was my argument. And he said that he understood that too. So both sides, he understood both sides of what we were talking about. And he's a Heat fan, and he was like, and I asked him, and I said, well, do you think that the Miami Heat, would you be afraid to play the Bucks? He was like, absolutely not. You know what I mean? His squad is his squad. And Tyler Hero is him. Tyler Hero is the hero of that team. If he stays healthy, he will be the future of the Miami Heat, and they will ball out. He's feeling optimistic about that, and that's today. I couldn't get him on the line. He's gonna be doing that, and so we're gonna keep it moving today. All right. All right, y'all with me? Y'all still with me, man? Make sure y'all liking it, y'all sharing the stream, man. Get me out there. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all popping in here with me, man. Stay locked in with the boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Put your favorite team down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that I got them covered, because you showed me some love, and I'm gonna show you some love back. You know what I mean? So the Bills at the Buccaneers, man. Look, the Bills, Josh Allen, man, he is the best quarterback in the NFL, man. I'm such a big fan of him, man. I am like, when I seen him at Wyoming, it was crazy because I was watching football one day and I'm just flipping through the channels, and I think they was like on like ESPN 3 or something crazy like that, or ESPNU, and he was on there, and I'm like, who is this white boy that is running the ball like that? And he's fast. And they was like, he's big and he's fast. And I fell in love with him. This is a true story. I promise you. I promise you. My wife's uncle, his name is Adam. I told him, I said, man, I hope the Steelers draft Josh Allen. When he went to the Bills, and he's a Bills fan, I said, he gonna win y'all Super Bowl. He is good. And Roethlisberger was getting old, and he reminded me of like Roethlisberger, but more mobile. He was way faster, same size, same height, but he was faster. And I'm like, he's the perfect replacement for Roethlisberger, man. So you know what I mean? And it just all worked out like that. And now he didn't believe it. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm telling you. And now he's sold on him. You know, that's true story. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all get in his inbox and y'all ask him. Y'all ask Adam. Adam Brown, asked him. Ask him what I say. You know what I'm saying? This is facts. I don't get on here and I don't pump nothing, but I called it a long time ago. And now somebody said, what? Somebody want to offer me a promotion or something like that. What's that? Oh, you could promote me right now. Make sure you like and you share the stream. How about that? You feel me? You dig? Make sure you share that stream and get it all around. But the Buccaneers, they scored in garbage time, y'all. They really did. They scored in garbage time. They got a touchdown. Mike Evans late, but the Bills put it on them the whole game. Give it up to the Bills, y'all. Let's give it up for them Buffalo Bills. Y'all put in that work. I'm gonna give y'all 2 horns. Ain't that what y'all got in y'all stadium? Bills Mafia, stand up. I know y'all happy out there right now because y'all looking real good, man. I picked y'all to be the best team in the AFC, man. At least till I see y'all lose to Jacksonville. So now I'm kind of leaning like who's who, where y'all at, but y'all still good. And they play a very good game, man. I told y'all about getting Dalton Kincaid in that offense. He looks tremendous in that offense. Dalton Kincaid. I don't know what it is about me and tight ends, man. But anyway, Dalton Kincaid played a very good game. He opens up other things for that offense. And when they're on Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, the way that they catch the balls, they catch almost everything in their area, man. The Bills have, if y'all look at that, they have all like possession receivers. Believe it or not, Stephon Diggs only run like a 4.6, 4.7. But he plays faster than that. That's because his route running is A1, ladies and gentlemen. And they all have very good possession receivers on the Bills, and they killed the Buccaneers with that. You know what I mean? I kind of missed the game because I was doing the record, but when I looked and seen the film and the highlights of it, I'm like, man, Dalton Kincaid really went in that game, man. He really went in, and they pulled it off, man. So, and I'm gonna talk more on the Bills next, man. I got some other things coming up here, y'all. Y'all stay locked in with me and keep rocking with me. You feel me? Yeah, feel me. So, I did the sack leaders again, y'all. Shout out, shout out. Let's get it. I did the sack leaders again, and as y'all see, T.J. Watt got knocked down the second. Now, I do my list different from the receivers to the running backs, and we're going to talk about it as we go. But I do the list different. This is from a fan's point of view. Truckin Chubbzy from a fan's point of view, where our opinions matter. And to me, And if it does not work this way, then I would like for y'all to communicate with me and let me know what stats are important to you when I'm on the show live that you would like to hear. Because to me, as a fan, and to mostly everybody I know and watch football with, all that others don't matter to us. When you got a linebacker, right? How many sacks did he get? How many tackles did he get? How many tackles for a loss did he get? Did he make somebody? Did he force a fumble? Did he get a fumble recovery? Did he take a fumble to the house? Is that fair enough, y'all? Because that's the stats that I got there, and this is what I place my stats by. This list is mixed up on a lot of other people's lists, but this is my list, and I did it by that. Okay, and this with every list, and I'll talk through it as I go. But Daniel Hunter is in first place, as y'all can see, with 9 sacks, 24 solo tackles, 12 tackles for a loss, 1 forced fumble. He don't got no fumble recoveries, and he hasn't taken a fumble to the house for a touchdown yet. Okay, but he does have 9 sacks. That's why he's in first place. All right. Now, second place is TJ Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go. Let's go. He has 8 sacks, 12 solo tackles, 7 tackles for a loss, 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown. He's balling out. He's around the ball. We got to keep him healthy. We're doing. He's just good. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Myles Garrett is on the list. He made the list this week for all the Browns fans that's out here. 7 sacks, 16 solo tackles, 6 tackles for a loss, 3 forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries, and no fumble recoveries for a touchdown. But he just broke into this list. And really, I think they got him like 7.5, but we round off everything here. You know what I mean? They got him at 7.5. And Khalil Mack is still there at 7. He, 7 sacks, 16 solo, 6 tackles for a loss, 2 forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries, and no fumble recoveries for a touchdown. Josh Allen from the Jacksonville Jaguars is similar. 7 sacks, 12 solo tackles, 6 tackles for a loss, 2 forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries, and no fumble recoveries taken to the house, ladies and gentlemen. He don't have it. He just didn't do it. So, that's my list, and that's the way I run my list. And like I said, our opinions matter here. We're all fans of the sport. If you got some suggestions or anything else like that, leave them in the comments. You know what I mean? Hit me up, inbox me. You got it. Whatever, our opinions matter here from a fan's point of view. Like I said, every list I make, y'all, these are the stats that matter to us when we watching the game, right? With our cornerbacks and safeties, right? Did they get an interception? Did they take an interception to the house? How many passes did they bat down so the team couldn't catch no passes? And did they force a fumble? Is that fair enough, y'all? Because all that other, you know what I mean? All that other stuff is to me, I think that's how they separate people, how many yards and so forth and so on. But here on the Truckin Chubbzy fans' point of view, like, man, we fans, and that's what matters to us when we watching our teams. I don't care about the yards. Did he pick it? You know what I mean? All right. So Geno Stone from the Baltimore Ravens is number 1. You know what I mean? He's number 1. He got 4 interceptions alone, and that's why he's up there, because he has the most interceptions in the league right now. None for no pick 6, 4 passes he batted down, and no forced fumbles. Okay. DaRon Bland is second this week from the Dallas Cowboys with 3 picks, 2 interception touchdowns, 7 batted passes, and no forced fumbles. Darius Williams from the Jacksonville Jaguars, 3 interceptions, 1 interception touchdown, 11 batted passes, and 2 forced fumbles. He's balling. You can argue that he could have been a second. You know what I mean? You can argue that if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can easily argue that if that's what you wanted to do. But to me, I think that pick 6 is more important than a batted pass. But you can still argue that if you wanted to. Hey, I wouldn't mind if you said, hey, I want Darius Williams in second. I think it should be there. That, hey, you could easily say that. You can say that. Now, Jesse Bates, the third from the Atlanta Falcons, he has 3 picks, no pick interception touchdowns, 4 batted passes, and 2 forced fumbles. And that's why he's ahead on this list to me. They may have him ranked lower on other people's list. He might not have been a top 5. But to me, I think this is what matters to us when we're watching the teams. 2 forced fumbles at a DB from a DB. That's pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? Like they doing something right. Jordan Whitehead from the New York Jets, 3 interceptions, no interception touchdowns, 6 batted passes, and no forced fumbles. All right. And you can, like I said, y'all, there's a bunch of other people that's in the runnings and that's close with them right now. But I think that you have to roll with them. You know what I mean? Like I can't choose otherwise. You know what I mean? That's like, that's what matters to us here as fans. As fans of football, let's keep it moving. Keep rocking with the boy, man. Make sure that y'all liking and y'all sharing the stream, man. Please. And thank you. All right. Now, y'all saying, why is Russell Wilson on this list? What is you doing, Chubbs? Like, what? Y'all, what matters the most to us with our quarterbacks? Now, honestly, in the honest opinion, does it matter if your quarterback throws for 4,000 yards? Do you care about that? Or do you care about he threw for 1,500 yards, but he had 50 touchdowns? What matters more? 50 touchdowns, right? Is his passes going in the end zone? That's why he's on the list. Because believe it or not, he has 13 touchdowns. All right. You know what I mean? So the way I made this list is the fans' point of view map is by their completion percentage. I rounded it up. Their touchdowns, how many picks did they throw, and how many times they were sacked. This is how I made this list, okay? Because a lot of people will, they'll say Patrick Mahomes is first. Josh Allen is just first, period, point blank. No matter how you looking at it. That's how you know he's just that damn good. You know what I mean? Like, for real. So, but anyway, Josh Allen has a completion percentage of 72%, 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and he's only been sacked 12 times. Tua Tagovailoa he has 71% completion percentage, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and he's only been sacked 9 times. So you can argue that he can be in first place, and I don't think that you'll be wrong. They only 1% between the completion percentages, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen just played Thursday, so he's a game ahead. So you know what I mean? You can argue that, you really can, and you wouldn't be wrong. All right. Patrick Mahomes is third, 70%, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and he's only been sacked 7 times. Okay. So he's taking a sack per game right now. If you look at that, that's not bad. That's not bad, y'all. Not bad at all. Okay. Kirk Cousins. Why is Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson on your list? Because Kirk Cousins has 16 touchdowns. He threw for 16 touchdowns. Period. That's what quarterbacks do, right? Quarterbacks are throwing the ball, right? I mean, now they run too. I can put run into account. You can argue that, Lamar Jackson could be up there. Jalen Hurts could be up there. But a quarterback to me is a passer. How many passing touchdowns does your quarterback have? All right. Anyway, I could keep going on and on about it. 69% completion percentage with Kirk Cousins, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 15 sacks. All right. He's taking a little bit more, that's like 2 sacks a game. All right. Russell Wilson, y'all, and baddest stat, y'all, but 66 completion percentage, 13 touchdowns he's thrown for, only 4 interceptions. And he's been sacked 20 times, y'all. That's a lot. By the way, for all, and I want to throw this in there for all y'all Washington Commanders fans. Y'all quarterback Sam Howell has been sacked 40 times this year. 40 times. That is too damn much. Do you hear me? That 40 times already taking punishment. I don't think Justin Fields been sacked somewhere like 24, 25 times. Like, that's a lot. 20 times in 7 games is a lot of sacks he's taking. Now you can see why the Broncos are losing. And you know what I mean? Would you really think that he's thrown for 13 touchdowns? Like, he's really, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you would really know that. But I put him up on the list, and that's the top 5 for this week. You know, it can change next week or whatever. But for right now, this is what we got. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep rocking out. Make sure y'all keep rocking with me, man. You know, like and share the stream. Appreciate it. Truckin Chubby's Rock Toters. Why I call them that? Because they run the ball. Running people over. You dig? All right. Travis Etienne Jr. Cuz, you know, he don't have the most touchdowns. But what matters the most to us, y'all, as fans, when we're watching our team and our running backs run the ball, what do you say when you see your running back run the ball when you're watching your favorite team? Hold the ball. You better don't fumble. That matters to us, correct? 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 All right. So with 7 touchdowns, no fumbles, and no fumbles lost, and 26 first downs, I put him first. All right. That's just me. If you don't think otherwise, I mean, we could debate it. Yeah, the link to the show's on there. You know what I'm saying? You could put your opinion on there, like I said. But to me, when we're watching our favorite teams go to war and they're battling, that matters if they're fumbling the ball or not. You can argue that Kenneth Walker could have been up if that's the case. But he only has 6 touchdowns, and I'll get to him in a second. But Raheem Mostert in second place, 9 touchdowns, 1 fumble, and 1 fumble loss, and 26 first downs. I only put him in second because he has a fumble lost. Okay. I bumped Christian McCaffrey down to third place, as y'all know, because he has 8 touchdowns, 2 fumbles, and he lost both fumbles. And he has 34 first downs. I mean, he's balling, but he got 2 fumbles. Like, and he's only had 1 more than Travis Etienne in touchdowns, 1 touchdown more than Travis Etienne Jr. And he fumbled twice. So yeah, third place. Do y'all think that's fair? I think it's fair. You know what I mean? Kenneth Walker from the Seattle Seahawks. Some people may have him bumped down. You know, he may be somewhere in the, 7th, 6th, 7th, or 8th or something like that on other people's list. But on the fans' point of view show, the fans matter. When you're watching a game, I want my running back to score, get first downs, and don't fumble the damn ball. Therefore, 6 touchdowns, no fumbles lost, and 25 first downs. That is good. The yards and everything after that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Not here anyway, because we're not ranking it by that. You know, that's why it's so unique. Karen Williams from the Los Angeles Rams, 6 touchdowns, 1 fumble, no fumbles lost. He didn't lose it, but 26 first downs. But he still fumbled the ball. You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't lose it, that's why Kenneth Walker's in front of him. All right. And y'all, I know it's unique the way that I'm doing it, and you got to bring something different. You gotta out here in these YouTube content streets, man. You gotta have something different, unique, and that's, I think, and I had to really sit here and think, like, as a fan, when we're watching our games, all that other stuff don't matter. You know, I want my running back to hold the ball, get first downs, so we keep the ball, and when we're close enough to punch it in, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all all agree with that. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all can all agree with that. Different. It's a different way to do it. But that's what All right. The top wide outs, Tyreek Hill, y'all. No matter how y'all gonna put it and how many y'all gonna look at it, man, you can argue these top 3 to me. Now, Jordan, I'm gonna get to him. Tyreek Hill, 7 touchdowns, no fumbles lost, and he has 39 first downs. All right, 7 TDs. He's scoring, right? That's important to us. All right, that is right. Jordan Addison is on this list, y'all, because he has 6 touchdowns. He needs to be targeted more. But when you playing with somebody like Justin Jefferson, it's hard to take those targets away from him. But however, he is making the most of his targets. And also, may I add, I think he's only been targeted like 41 times. Actually, I got time today. So I'm going to pull up the stat and then I'm going to read it to y'all like that. How about that? Okay. And then I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to pull it up and then I'm going to tell y'all exactly what it is. Okay. Yes, he's been targeted, y'all, 44 times and he caught 29 of them. That's damn good. And 6 touchdowns. He's only been targeted 44 times, y'all, and he got 6 touchdowns. That's good. That's really good. Really good. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's on this list. All right. That's how I made up this list. Stephon Diggs, just an animal. I mean, he gets targeted a lot. Stephon Diggs got somewhere around like he has 90 targets on the, he caught 64 receptions because I know he got hands and he be routing them up like I told y'all. But he got a fumble loss. You know what I mean? And he fumbled the ball, 37 first downs. But he's a beast. And shout out to Stephon Diggs. And that's the Bills are good. They're that good. The Bears are slept on. Their stats are really when you get to looking into the stats and the statistics of the Chicago Bears, you're wondering what is the problem in Chicago? Like, why is their record the way that it is? Why aren't the Bears better than what they are? Like, really, like if you was to really look at it from a statistic point of view, like you really would be questioning yourself like that. But DJ Moore, beast. Y'all know he came from the Panthers. I know Justin Fields loved targeting him. 5 touchdowns, no fumbles lost, 28 first downs. All right. You know what I mean? And this next person, Mike Evans. I got to give it up for Mike Evans, man, because he's a veteran. He's been in the league for so long, y'all. 5 touchdowns, no fumbles lost, 19 first downs. He is still in the top 10, no matter who lists, at how many years has he been in the NFL? This long, and he's still in the top 10, top 7, period. Like, I gotta give him another round of applause for that. That's fantastic, period. I don't care how you look at it, how you want to look at it, that is damn good. All right, for real. And that's the receivers list right there, man. But like I said, you can argue, and like when you look at it, you got people that's left out, like Mark Andrews has 5 touchdowns. Cortland Sutton for the Broncos has 5 touchdowns. Who else? Jacoby Myers from the Raiders has 5 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to looking at it on this list and on this list of top 5, they got fumbles. Cortland Sutton has 2 fumbles lost. Jacoby Myers, he's only what, had like 56 targets, 37 catches, not too bad. Almost 400 yards on the season. You can argue that. Gabe Davis, you can even go with Gabe Davis from the Bills. He could have also been number 5 on this list easily. You know what I'm saying? He has 5 touchdowns, 47 targets, 31 receptions on that. You know what I mean? Like, but this is the list and this is the way I made it up. You know what I'm saying? It maybe next week somebody else may be on there, You know what I'm saying? But this is how we make a list according to what we think from a fan matters the most out of a receiver, not the yards and yak and, a point of a catch or, you know what I mean? Now that, like, no matter, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it does, and I guess it does when it comes to getting trophies and awards and so forth and so on when you're talking like that. But not here, not here. So, well, as y'all can see, shout out, special thanks to Ty Allen. You know what I'm saying, on the logo. I'm trying to get my cousin Twan to get me another one too, so I can have. That's definitely going to be on the shirt coming up soon, and I'm gonna have another one made by my cousin Twan. He's an artist too, and I'm gonna have another logo that I'm gonna be putting on shirts that he'll make me. So shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? On the work. And make sure I gotta tell y'all this, even though I gotta tell y'all this because I'm not sponsored by a betting company, right? So I got to. Truckin Chubbzy, NFL football game day, not picks of the week, is coming up next. All right. Okay. So the Jets at the Giants, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Who do I got? Let's see. I'm gonna got this mess up this cord all the time. The Jets at the Giants, man. The Jets beat the Eagles. Um, I was very surprised by that. Very surprised that they got over on them. The Giants have been playing tougher. It's getting later in the season. They have to start gelling and figuring out what they got and putting some wins. But I think the Jets go and beat the Giants. Besides, right now I'm not rocking with the Giants. Unless you one of the Giants fans, unless one of my watchers is a Giants fan, then I'll maybe a little bit, a little bit. But DJ Envy like the Giants, so I can't rock with that. I can't rock with that right now. All right, Jaguars at the Steelers, man. Y'all know I'm going with us, man. Y'all know I'm going with us. I'm going with the Steelers. Period. Point blank. All day, every day. Um, However, I do think that we have to buckle down. Our defense is nails. We just got to take advantage of the opportunities that we get tomorrow. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's literally going to be one of them games where it comes down to the fundamentals of football. Simple. And it's harder than what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? Because being a professional and playing simple is not easy at all. Okay, it just isn't. But as long as we play good defense and we continue to score, man, we got that. We got that, you know. And if we beat the Jags, that's gonna say a lot to other people anyway. I think we could do it. Period. All right. Eagles at the Commanders. Man, the Commanders is, like I said, they got the most sacked quarterback in the NFL right now. The Eagles defense capitalizes off of people's mistakes. The Eagles just lost though to the Jets because the Jets defense is good, y'all. Let's not forget how good that defense was last year. You know, some people were taking the Jets with Aaron Rodgers on them as automatic Super Bowl contenders, right? Am I right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that. But I'm going with the Eagles over the Commanders. I got to. That's my wife's team. You know what I'm saying? I gotta rock with the Eagles, you know, and other reasons too. I just think that the Eagles have the better team in many facets of the game. All right. The Rams at the Cowboys. Oh boy. See, this is one of them setup type games where you think that the Cowboys is just gonna steamroll the Rams, right? You think they're going to just go in there and they're just going to defeat the Rams. The game, I think, is actually going to be way better than what a lot of us think. There's a lot of 1 o'clock games that's going to be good tomorrow. However, however, the Cowboys, they are feeling themselves right now. They're back in the race for one of the top teams in the NFC right now because of the loss the Eagles took to the Jets, you know, and San Fran also losing, right? So when you look at that and the way that they have been playing, Dak Prescott, you want to lean towards the Cowboys, but I got to go with the Rams because I can't count them out, man. They just keep surprising me and surprising me. That young defense, that running game they have. I think that the Rams pull it off tomorrow, y'all. Close game, though. Close game. Very close. All right. Vikings at the Packers. I don't want to never say that it's a simple game when I'm picking these games because they're not simple. They're all professionals, right? They're never that simple to just go in there and say, okay, this team, I'm not going to do that again because I did that with the Eagles and I was super wrong. I'm like, the Eagles is going to smash the Jets, and the Jets wound up beating the Eagles. I don't know how, but they did. Anyway, any given Sunday, right, y'all? Willie beaming, right? Vikings at the Packers. I think that the Vikings will pull it off. You probably want to, because the veteran quarterback and Kirk Cousins, I just showed you, he got the most touchdowns. Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson are r- becoming one of the best receiver tandems in the NFL right now. That defense is starting to gel together. They want to make the playoffs, and I think the Vikings are hungry, and they pull it off. And at Lambeau, all right, they get the ball rolling this week, and they win at Lambeau. Falcons at the Titans. Now, I always pick against the Falcons, and they win, but and they do I lose, whatever. But and and I do that for like superstitious. My brother is a Falcons fan, y'all. So I do love the Falcons, and I've been picking against them, and they win. And then when I pick them, they lose. So it's like, I ain't gonna pick nobody. All right, how about that, bro? All right. Just for you, Dom, I'm not gonna pick nobody. I'm gonna just say it like this: for the Falcons to win, y'all gotta stop that big Mack truck alien of a man, 6'4", 230 pounds, run a 4.3. If you getting hit by him on the football field, you getting hit by a Volkswagen Beetle punch buggy, no punch back type deal. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a license or a CDL to tackle this month. You know what I mean? Like, he just that big, bro. Like, really a business decision hitting Derrick Henry. But that's all y'all got to do. And then y'all got the win. All right. How about that? Not picking that one. That's for my bro. All right. The Patriots at the Dolphins. Bill Belichick knows how to play chess. He takes for some reason, he knows how to do that. Seems like the NFL is catching up to that. However, and I said that before, the Dolphins have the fastest men in the NFL on that football team. Not only that, Tua is just one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's very smart. He knows how to spread the ball around. He was just on the list, y'all. Tua, I gotta rock with the Dolphins. And I hope Paul's watching, but that's for my mans in them, man. And for Juju. You know what I mean? The Dolphins got the win over the Patriots. Somebody gotta beat them. Do it for the Bills. Because they do it for the Bills. Beat them. They don't like that one. But anyway, the Saints at the Colts. All right. The Saints, man. I like the way that the Saints play. What I've seen in them on film. The Colts are a tough team too. I like the way that they're playing. The Saints, man. I'm going with the Saints, man. I gotta rock with them because that defense, when I seen that defense play, man, and they got in that battle with the Jags, y'all. I seen that game and I watched it, and I seen a lot. That running game was going crazy. Tyson Hill with that wildcat, whatever. I don't even know if that's what you call it, because he's so fast. He got him playing receiver now, moving around, looking crazy out there, man. Like, I, and the Colts played tough at home, so it's not going to be easy. But I think the Saints is going to take that, man. Alvin Kamara is a beast, and I think the Saints get that. Close game though, but I think the Saints win. All right, Texans at the Panthers. This is the battle for the young QBs, number 1 and number 2. Right, that's why this game is going to be so good. This game is going to be so good because of number 1 and number 2, Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, battling it out for the first time. And when somebody gets picked over you in the NFL, you got some kind of animosity. And CJ Stroud, up to this point, has been outperforming all rookie quarterbacks. He is the best rookie quarterback, right? We all could agree on that. However, Bryce Young went first. Bryce Young knows this, and this is his time to show that he can beat him, that it can happen in the pros. Okay, so it's gonna be a good game, a very good game. I think that this is gonna be like one of those playoff games for the Panthers, if you will, because they're in rebuild mode. But this game is important to Bryce Young as it is to CJ Stroud. And I'm not gonna pick because I'm not gonna pick for DJ. How about that? All right. Browns at the Seahawks. I told y'all before, the Browns is just one of those teams who if if you can play around with the Browns if you want to, and they just gonna sneak in there and they gonna beat up on you, right? Because they're super physical. You know what I mean? One of the best running games in the NFL, right? All right. And I'm telling you that O line is a problem. That these are problem. However, Browns, the Seahawks are like a mirror image of y'all. Kenneth Walker, their quarterback, their defense. You know what I'm saying? So it comes down to in this game, who's gonna play mistake free, who's gonna run the ball. The better whoever runs the ball the best tomorrow in these two games out of this game right here is going to take the win, the most rushing yards, I think. And for some reason, I'm going to go with the Seahawks because they're at home, that 12th man, and they can run the ball and they play like the Browns. All right. That's why I'm picking them this week. But don't sleep on the Browns. Don't ever do that. The Bengals at the 49ers. Bengals have been playing a lot of rusty. The 49ers got a lot to prove, man. Right now, people talking about Brock Purdy can't do this. He's just in the right system. Brock Purdy's just in the right system. And let me just, sidebar and just talk about this real quick, y'all. Like these quarterbacks who are getting drafted into the NFL, y'all, I know y'all see it, and it all matters what system they go into, right? If the right quarterback goes into the right system, they're gonna perform well. Patrick Mahomes, he wasn't the number one pick in the draft, but you can argue he's the best quarterback in NFL right now, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, you look at CJ Stroud, he seems to be excelling and progressing in that offense down there in Texas right now, right? Justin Fields he's an example of going into a bad system in Chicago under Matt Nagy, right? That's bad. So this system matters. It matters a lot. Being the last pick of the draft, he always got a chip on the shoulder because every team passed on him at least once. So he always got that in the back of his mind. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I root for Brock Purdy because everybody likes the underdog story, right? But just imagine being the last pick of the draft, you not hearing your name called, don't think you're going to be drafted, and all of a sudden you get a call from one of the best teams in the NFL, right? Arguably, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he can win a Super Bowl with that defense. Like, he really can. That's a fact. If Brock Purdy plays well, that team can easily win a Super Bowl. And for that reason, I think that they'll win, but I root for them, secretly about that. I just wanted to talk about, these quarterbacks going into a bad system. And Phillip Rivers, right, is like he was with the Chargers for years and he never like won, but he was great, right? And it seems to be happening to Justin Herbert right now. The Dolphins could have took Justin Herbert, but they went with Tua, right? And that's good they went with Tua. But Justin Herbert just went to a bad system. You know what I mean? Like you can put Justin Herbert, shoot, man, you put him on the Steelers, easy turnaround. You put Justin Herbert on a team like the Cowboys. They're totally different. Totally different. You put him on the Jets right now. Totally different. The team is fire. The Jets is crazy right now with Justin Herbert. You know what I'm saying? In that system. But, it works out like that sometimes. And sometimes they just need to sit these guys and let them develop and learn that system because every system isn't for every quarterback, if that makes sense. The Chiefs at the Broncos. The Broncos are built to play the Chiefs tough. The Broncos have been playing a lot better. Um, They seem to have something going on. Russell Wilson, he throws touchdowns like y'all just seen on the list. He gets it done. And the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are just the Chiefs, man. I don't think you could. It's hard to go against Patrick Mahomes. It's just hard, and I gotta rock with him. It's just so hard to, you know what I mean? Like, how could you pick over? You can't do that. I don't think that's possible to pick over him. Like, you can't do that. Ravens at the Cardinals. I want the Cardinals to win this game. I really do, because the Ravens are in my division. But when you look how explosive that Ravens offense is right now, and for this is the tough thing about doing what I do in sports, because I can't be biased all the time. I just can't. But I'm not gonna sit up here and pick against my team, because I can't do that. But what I can do is give credit when credit is due. And the Baltimore Ravens are legit fire this year. They are a problem. I didn't. Some people picked them to be, one of the four finalists in the AFC. I didn't see it, and that's shocking because I'm in that division. I didn't think that. I thought a lot of that contract stuff with Lamar was going to roll over into the season. I thought there was some turmoil there, and I thought that may, mess up the season a little bit, but obviously not. He balling, and they just look crazy right now. Flowers and all, and man, and everybody slept on his number one target. Like, I don't, you cannot sleep on Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews to me is Mark Andrews to uh Jackson, Lamar Jackson is what Travis Kelce is to Patrick Mahomes. And I honestly believe that Mark Andrews, if you ask me, my opinion, he's up there with Travis Kelce. Mark Andrews is. Yes, he is. To me, yes, he is. Yes, he's a beast. And they love that connection. And I gotta go with the Ravens over the Cardinals, man. I just it hurts me to say that, but I want the Cardinals to win to give us some help in the division. But I think logically looking at it, the Ravens got them. The Bears at the Chargers, Sunday night football. Are you ready for some big balls? All right, man. It's gonna be a good game. You get to see two young quarterbacks go at it. Justin Fields, Justin Herbert. It's gonna be a good game, I believe. I'm gonna go with the Bears because Justin Fields is my guy, and that defense, those two linebackers, Edmonds and I can't remember the other guy's name off the top of my head right now, but those two linebackers for the Bears are just incredible. They ball so hard. And they make that it's TJ Edwards. I'm sorry. TJ Edwards and Edmonds together. That linebacker duo is a problem. I think, like, honestly, y'all, we haven't seen that in a long time. Ball hawks. And that's what you want from your linebackers. Linebackers, they got the speed, the cover, the pass, know how to cut the run down, and they challenge and they fill the gaps immediately. And I go with the Bears, man, because of that defense and the play of Justin Fields on offense. As long as they catch the ball and help them, I think they'll pull it off. And then on Monday night, I won't be here with that one. We got the Raiders at the Lions. We all thought the Lions was going to beat the Ravens, right? We thought that was going to happen. And they wound up getting smashed, right? So now they got a chip on their shoulder. Now they got humbled. They took an L and they got humbled, really humbled. They force fed them a whole humble pie. The Ravens did. Like, y'all gonna eat this, y'all gonna sit here and and now that's not a good feeling to be humiliated like that, especially at the pro level. So I think the Lions bounce back from that and they beat the Raiders. And if they don't bounce back, and if they do take this L to the Raiders, I think we starting to see something from the Lions. That's nasty. That's nasty. Like having four STDs at the same time, like gonorrhea, syphilis, you know what I mean? Like something like that, you know? Like it's nasty. Nasty, nasty. And I don't like that. So look, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me today, man. I love y'all for rocking with me every single week, man. I love it. I will be here every Saturday at 6:30, y'all. Make sure that y'all here. Y'all follow me on all platforms. It's okay to replay, y'all. Y'all can always replay the show. Go back to your favorite one, clip it up, share it, make it a short, do all that. You know what I'm saying? When I rise, we all rise, y'all, for real. And I really, I just want to take the time out, y'all, today and really tell y'all and give y'all a round of applause on how much I appreciate y'all supporting me because y'all don't have to do this. Y'all don't owe me nothing. Um, but it's a great feeling to know that I have so much support out there and just keep rocking with me, y'all. And we're gonna rise to the top. Believe that. Believe that. You close to me, when I make it, we all make it. That's a fact. You know what I mean? But keep on rocking with me. Stay tuned in. Keep sharing it, liking it, commenting on what, and feel free. Give me critique. How am I doing? What could I be doing better? This, that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I started from from what I started from where I'm at now, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy, but I got here, and that's because of y'all. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real, for real. It's because of y'all, man. Now I'm moving up and I'm getting got a trademark and all that now. You know what I'm saying? And just trying to, step by step with this, man. So shout out to y'all for being there. Merch be coming in a few months here. I got to get a lot of that lined up. But peace and love. Hope y'all have a wonderful and prosperous week. I'll be seeing y'all sometime soon. Peace. All right. We gonna get up on out of here.